Hey y'all, put your gloves on. Let's tie-dye today. Okay, here we have another 100% cotton garment that has been washed and then soaked in soda ash water solution 20 minutes or more, and then spun out in the wash machine until damp. They want blues, purples, and greens, and we've done this before on another shirt where we kind of took it like a gradient from one into the other. I don't want to do a spiral or a crinkle. What do I see on here? Oh, so if we did like this, I have a vision. Just like that, yeah. And then because this is going to be the ocean going up into the horizon and into the sky, this is how I see it, okay? Yes. So I'm going to do a fan fold. Did not have to draw another line because it's folded itself. So I'm going to do here just to remind me where to put down some dark colors. And then let's crinkle this up. Crinkle on this side. Okay, let's go to the dining table. Okay, oh, I gotta put some gloves on. Oh, I had a camera malfunction and it's made me a little gun shy, y'all. Okay. Okay, woo, we're gonna have a lot going on in this one. We want to do greens into blues, which will probably, the blues will go over. This is just my line up into purples. So for the greens, I kind of want to play around with the Army Surplus. It's a brown. There we go. It's a brown, but I want to put it all the way in the bottom and work up from there. So I've got some Army Surplus. I have. I've also got moss green. Oh, it's in the browns too. I'm gonna go Army Surplus. We're gonna put that back in the green box. There. So, Army Surplus and some seafoam. I don't even know if it's gonna show up, okay? But I'm using it because because that's what I'm doing. And then some bright green. And then, so bright green, and then I've got some celadon. I have some turquoise. And parakeet. And then up into the purple, I'm going to throw some sweet pea in there. Even though it's pink, it's a pinky purple in my mind. Some raspberry, because it's my favorite. And some ultraviolet for depth. Ooh, we got a lot. We got a lot going in this. Alright, we ready? Okay. I'm going to start with seafoam since it is the lightest color. And it's very sandy. So we're going to put the seafoam here. And I'm liberal because it really is pastel, pastel, pastel. Okay. So seafoam. And I like it because it's granular. And that gives it's easy to shake on. Now we're going to go down here. With the Army surplus, because in my mind I'm making like a beach going into the sky and the water into the evening sky. Okay, that's what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this Army surplus down here, like I said, just to give it kind of some beach and some, I don't know, I kind of think it might be pretty freaking cool, actually. Alright, yeah. And then, so there's Army surplus. It's going to need some depth with something. That's not going to be good. But we can take the bright green down into that seafoam and up into the top of the rubber band. We could take that bright green up into there and kind of mix it around. We'll have some flow across there with that, and then going up into this water park part. I'm gonna go with celadon first. Because it's turquoisey. Let me look at this celadon. You know, did you know you can do this? Do a test pattern. So, see? Oh! Yeah, that's pretty. So, look. Look. So I wanted to see how that celadon was going to break out, right? Give me for a minute. Can you see this here? Can you see where I sprinkled some celadon there and sprayed water on it so I could get an idea how it was going to break out? There you go. That's for your cheat sheet right there. Okay? If you ever wonder. Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled program. Let's go back. Okay, so from this... No, wrong way. There we go. So from this... Look, break it out here. Beep, 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 beep. So from this green, we're going to go up into celadon. Follow your gut, Tish. Right in here. I'm going to overlap them a little. Just like that. So I'm going to do a little bit of celadon there. And from the celadon, I'm going to go into the parakeet, which is also real grainy. You have a lot more control, I think. I'm going to overlap it a little bit like that. Just like that. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot, Tish. And then from there, I'm going to go into the turquoise. And we're going to use the turquoise as our accent. So I'm going to just kind of throw that turquoise around a little bit. And go heavy with it. Because it's a double. Meaning it's 4 teaspoons per cup as opposed to 2 teaspoons per cup. So I'm going in heavy here. Now we're going to take it up into the purple. So because the raspberry has tendencies to breakout in the into the turquoise color. See, it's got a T next to it. You can't see that, but I'm going to make these merge together here because they both have a turquoise base to them, right? So we're going to go turquoise or raspberry around like that. Just random. Some raspberry, and then we'll throw some sweet pea in there because it's the light color, and then we're going to cover that sweet pea up with ultraviolet. So here's my sweet pea, and it's a granular. I love the granulars for this and for ice dye because they just shake on so good. And because it's going to be took over by the ultraviolet, I went heavy with it, but that's okay. That's okay. Now I'm coming in with that ultraviolet, and we're going to use that as our accent all around. Cover up some of that pink, that light purple. Okay, we did a lot. We did a lot. I'm really excited about this right here. It's a lot of color on that shirt. Yeah. Do or don't. We'll give it a zhuzh. Throwing some more soda ash on here. Make it thirsty. Liberal with it. Okay. Let's put the kettle on. Future Tish. Editing. Again. Card failure. It's card failure. So it happened again in this video. I sent the file to a repair site to see if it could get fixed. I got a file to download, and it's horrible. I can't even salvage it. If it's so blinky, it's so jerky, I would have to put up a flashing light, seizure warning. So I'm not even going to show you a clip of it. I thought it would be funny if I could take my voice out of it, and then, you know, we could play an imagine game, like close your eyes, here's my voice, and see if you can picture me, you know, and what's happening with me pouring the hot water, and the file just locks up my editing tool, the whole computer, locked, hard lock. So you're not going to see me pour. We're going to go directly to Frustrated Tish. Explaining some things with the pour, and then we're going to go to the reveal. So I'm sorry. I now know not to use that card anymore. So failure 2. This shirt's really cool. Okay, I'm not just holding the camera now. This is the second camera failure that I've had. So we got up to here and zhuzhed, and then when I came back to pour the water to show you the breakouts, nothing. Try not to talk too loud because the microphone on this camera is... So anyway, here we have... This is the Army surplus and the seafoam, which isn't going to show up in the bright green. And this here, this just blew my mind. Look at this. But you didn't get to see me pour it. I just had a big old scream and stomp and fit. But anyway, we're going to keep moving forward because it's what we do. And then we go up in here, and then we have our raspberry and ultraviolet. And then we have a little peeking out there of the sweet pea. It's going to be stunning. And you missed all my funny banter. But to be honest, I think, looking at this right here, like if this turns out the way I wanted to, I quit. Because this is going to be perfect. Look at that beauty. Alright. Come on, camera. Don't fail me now. Let's let it cool. Are you ready? Oh, even with the card failure, I don't want this to be the norm with my videos, but we know the culprit now, and I've put that card to the side. So we don't use that card anymore. I love these colors. So we've already done these colors together in the shirt, right? But we didn't do a tank top, and we didn't do a side burst. And because the last one we did in these colors, we did all the turquoise colors, right? So now we're doing green, blue, and purple in just colors with accents. And we had I don't know if I remember all the colors, okay? So we did Army Surplus, which is a brownie brown, and we did bright green, and we did seafoam. Seafoam didn't, no. Seafoam didn't make it. It was completely overpowered. I was kind of hoping it might like pop through, but it didn't. And then we did parakeet, turquoise, celadon. No, celadon and turquoise. And of course we did raspberry, because I can always pick it out. Raspberry and sweet pea and ultraviolet. I think that's all the colors. I mean, I guess I should have wrote it down. Let's look. Come here. So let's look. Let's see what happened here. And it's really cool. This did not. It's a gray, brown, green, that Army Surplus down here. And it gives such awesome depth to the bright green over in here. And it kind of has given me what I wanted, as in like beach going into sky, going into twilight. So, yeah, it's almost like celestial in a way. There's the planet in the stratosphere going into interstellar space. Oh my God, I read too much. So, yeah. Oh, wow. This turned out really cool. So, stay on track, Tish. Stay on track. Okay, so we had the Army Surplus, and we had the seafoam, and we had the bright green. That bright green is, I don't give it enough credit, and I don't work with it enough, and it really is nice. And then we had that, the celadon was overtook as well, I believe, with the turquoise. The turquoise just really did it. I think the celadon just kind of, you could tell it's here, barely. You can tell, but it didn't come out, but the turquoise did. The turquoise, man, the turquoise. And here, where this broke out, across here, with the raspberry, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we got the sweet pea popping up here and up in here. The sweet pea really popped out. I thought it was going to be took over, and it didn't. It didn't. And then that ultraviolet, it's just hot across here. Oh my goodness. So yes, I love these three colors together, and we did different colors this time. Do you have, that's really pretty right here. Boop, boop, boop. Do you have color combos that are your go-to color combos? Because I'm starting to really enjoy these. I'm gonna have to make another one, because I got some ideas. Look what we did today. Look what we did. We played with more colors. We made an awesome design, and it just traveled from here all the way to here in a beautiful splash. Beautiful, stunning shirt. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. And if you like these kind of videos, you know what I'm going to say. Please like and subscribe. And I'll put it in a playlist so it's easier for you to find. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for holding my hand through these card defects that I've been having. These card problems with my camera. But it's fine. It's just how life rolls sometimes. And we get through it. And remember, be peaceful. Be kind. It's important. And I'll talk to you soon.